I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I'm scrolling through YouTube trying to find a video to watch, I see these videos with clickbait titles and thumbnails and I fall for it every single time. If you've done that before, let me know in the comments. Let's start off with no. 10. The Haunting of Your House. This thumbnail looks legit creepy. There are so many details that make this work. For one, the title refers to the Netflix series, which is itself based off of a book, which is based off of an actual haunted house known as the Relief Institute. I'm always a sucker for a good list video, and this one is pretty good. And this one is actually a little bit more subtle than the last one. The thumbnail does match up with one of the places featured in the video. However, there's also a ghost in the thumbnail. There are probably hundreds of houses in America that could be considered the scariest. Once again, we have a misleading title and thumbnail. The thumbnail shows this guy on what seems to be an abandoned ship. But then the video is actually about this guy visiting an abandoned island. Now, this is such a classic trope in horror movies. And the thumbnail really plays it up. We see a young girl looking through her window at night. She's clearly scared and there's a shadow of someone else looming behind her. The thumbnail implies that the person knocking at the door may be outside the window. But then the video is actually about this guy and his friends, playing a prank on people by knocking on random doors and running away. They record people's reactions and then show the reactions in the video. And the thumbnail is just completely deceiving. As far as I know, there's no ship on that island. And while the thumbnail might be a little bit misleading, the video is still amazing. The visuals are absolutely stunning. And it's fascinating to see what remains of the villages that once stood on the islands. But once again, the thumbnail is pretty terrifying. Here we see a dark silhouette of someone hanging from a tree. So coming in at no. 2, we have Haunted House in Nebraska. Finally, we have a title that matches the thumbnail, which shows us this house that looks like it came straight out of a horror movie. We can see what appears to be a bloody meat cleaver hanging from the side of the house. And then there's also what looks like a mannequin hanging from the porch. Now this video isn't actually about a haunted house. The couple that lives there actually turned it into a haunted house to attract tourists. But regardless, I think that's pretty clever. I love the creativity here. And I wonder how many people they tricked into thinking their house was actually haunted. We can also see a bit of what seems to be a bloody meat cleaver on the ground below them. All of this is set against a backdrop of an absolutely normal neighborhood. In fact, this looks like it could be a very nice neighborhood. And then there's this house that's obviously cursed and probably hiding a killer. So I'm not sure if that means that all of the places featured in the video have ghosts or that this is just one of the most haunted places. I guess you could argue that since the thumbnail is meant to represent all of the places in the video, the ghost would technically stand for all of the ghosts. Okay, whatever you want to tell yourself. I mean, sure. The thumbnail has nothing to do with any of the places listed in the actual video, but come on, this place is scary. So first of all, the title of the video makes it sound like there was only one asylum, and maybe it had one patient in it. But actually the video is about Waverly Hills Sanatorium, which was an actual tuberculosis sanatorium that operated from 1910 to 1961. It housed thousands of patients, and the video features interviews with former staff members as well as footage of the abandoned sanatorium. And yeah, while the thumbnail doesn't really depict anything from the video, it's still a good thumbnail. I mean, come on, who wouldn't click on that? Just imagine walking down those stairs and seeing that giant bloodied meat cleaver coming straight down onto your head. Or what if instead of standing there, you were actually in the shower and you turn around and see that same meat cleaver sticking out of the shower curtain? Yeah, that would definitely be enough for me to pack my things and move away immediately. The image itself is not really anything too over the top. It's a shadowy figure standing in front of a window with what seems to be blood dripping down the glass. We don't see much of the face, but the positioning of the hand makes it seem like they're reaching out towards us. The fact that they're standing in front of the window also makes it seem like they're reaching out from beyond the grave. Today we're going over some scary YouTube clickbait titles and thumbnails. Next up, we have the ghosts of Danvers State Hospital. Now I love how the thumbnail makes it look like there are ghosts literally flying around. You've got these white outlines of people that kind of look like ghosts, and then you have them flying around this big old building. And even though the title says ghosts, the thumbnail depicts spirits. So it already starts off on a bit of a lie. Also, to be fair, the word ghosts is used quite loosely. These aren't ghosts in the friendly sense. These are vengeful spirits that will haunt your nightmares. Up next, we have the ghosts of Eastern State Penitentiary. This one is less clickbaity than the others because the images here actually do match up with what is being said in the title. What I love about this video, though, besides the spooky imagery of the masks, is that the thumbnail is in black and white, and then the actual video starts in color. When I first saw this video, I didn't know whether to be creeped out or confused. Moving on to no. 6. We have scariest places in America. Next up, we have another list video, top 10 most haunted places in the world. Coming in at no. 4. We have this asylum wasn't empty. No. 3. Scariest house in America. A very vague title. Next up, we have I found a ghost ship in Japan. Still haven't found a video that's actually about a haunted house in America yet. And finally, coming in at our no. 1 spot, we have if you hear a knock at night, don't open the door. Well, that's all for today. Be sure to subscribe for more content and check out some other videos.